Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity tarot reading. We are going to be tapping in Miss Jennifer Lopez and her love affair with Ben Affleck. Guys, this was actually a reading I just didn't get around to. When I saw this, I rolled off my bed. I rolled off my bed. Figuratively. I don't think I actually rolled off my bed. But I literally mentally rolled off my bed. Because I woke up to the news and I'm just like, you know what, J-Lo? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I mean, do what makes you happy. Whatever. So I just want to post some messages for Jennifer Lopez and if the relationship between her and Ben Affleck is going to last. And I'm hearing that Ben Affleck was actually struggling with things in his personal life, so I hope he's healing from that. I got the Ace of Pentacles. So the song that I'm hearing is We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. So yeah, I remember how chaotic that music video was, right? So that song is from Rihanna. We found love in a hopeless place. We found... Yeah, I don't want YouTube to come at me. I'm sorry. It's a great song. My fear with their union is that it happened because both of them were in pain, both of them were hurting, and both of them offered love and comfort towards each other. Because why not? Because we've done this before. And from what I'm gathering, it was actually Ben Affleck that stepped out of the relationship in the beginning. And J-Lo was the one that said, okay, you know what, let's dead it. Because it was actually Ben Affleck that mentally walked away. So when Ben Affleck came back, he was saying how much he regretted that decision of doing that. But the fact that that song is ringing in my head right now, I keep hearing that song, this is already telling me that the union definitely happened because two hurt people came together and they decided to just love on each other because the both of them were experiencing setbacks and heartbreak and things changing around. So, I mean, I sympathize with the both of them. I'm not here to judge them. I'm not here to say that they're wrong for their relationship because it happens. The older you get, the more you just put things into perspective. And maybe they just feel that we've known each other. We were engaged once upon a time. Let's try again. My thing is, spiritually, is it too soon? And are the two of you really only doing this because the both of you haven't really dealt with what you're feeling deep down? That's my only concern. But I mean, they're adults. They're going to do what makes them happy. And the fact that the Two of Wands reverse is also here, it's very, do we want to? Right now, they're floating and they're just having fun. And they're enjoying themselves. They're not really trying to take anything seriously. Okay. Jennifer Lopez. Show me her energy. So, first of all, Ben Affleck is showering her with attention, and Jennifer Lopez loves that. She loves love, and she loves romance, and Ben Affleck is giving her a lot of that, so I can't say that Jennifer is not enjoying herself. And I mean, shit, whatever makes you happy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to make sure that, I just want for everyone to do things from a healthy place, because when it's from a different place, then it changes everything, and it doesn't last, and I want this to last for her, but I'm sure a lot of you are just kind of like, this shit ain't gonna last. I feel like a lot of you are just kind of like, I don't know about this one. But I can understand why it happened. And I'm not judging it. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for Jennifer Lopez. And I'm sorry that it's kind of dark and it's kind of gloomy. It is about to rain, so that is why the lighting is kind of weird right now. But I think we can see. We can see what's going on. So from what I'm seeing for Jennifer Lopez, especially with the Nine of Swords being here present in her reading, Jennifer Lopez, energetically, I'm feeling that she didn't really get enough time to really heal from everything, because her last engagement with the man, I believe he's a billionaire. I don't remember if he's a millionaire or a billionaire, but they were on the road to that. And I did a reading for them a long time ago, and it looked like things were headed in the right direction. But he started to switch up. And one thing about her ex, he's very about himself. And I believe he's also a Leo. And, you know, sometimes when two Leos get together, it's beautiful. But at its worst, it can be kind of an attention contest in a way. If one Leo, if not both Leos, are not evolved. And guys, hear me out, because I am a Leo rising. So people with Leo placements can resonate with this, but we love attention. And I'm saying we because I'm a Leo rising. We love attention, we love affection, we love quality time, and we love words of affirmation. We love to feel valued, because that is something that a Leo doesn't have a problem doing when they're in a relationship or in love with you. So if you have a Venus sun, moon, Venus, and rising, then you can resonate with this energy of, I want to adore you, but you have to adore me, right? Now, sometimes when this energy is not mature, right, it causes a Leo to throw temper tantrums, and they can make things about themselves. And I'm not saying this is all Leos, but we're talking about unevolved Leos. We're talking about the Leos that just refuse to grow up and they refuse to evolve. Okay? That's what we're talking about. And I am getting that vibe that her ex-fiance gave that off, where he wanted the attention to be about him. And to be fair, Jennifer Lopez, she did put a lot of things on pause. She did make a lot of compromises for the sake of her future husband, her husband to be at the time. So it's almost like the more she gave, the more he wanted more. And it's like, well, you haven't really put a ring on my finger. You've been making me Lord of the Rings for quite some time. You haven't made it official with me. You haven't done this, you haven't done that, and I've been doing everything to make you happy. So what's the problem? And that's Jennifer Lopez's energy. So 9 of Swords was actually how she was not really happy. And then to make things worse, I'm even getting the vibe that she was suspecting some form of infidelity. And dare I say, the women were younger. Now, something about Jennifer Lopez, I don't want to say she doesn't like getting older. I don't want to say that Jennifer Lopez doesn't like getting older, because she embraces herself in every form. But she doesn't like that men that she goes for, they tend to go after women that are in their 20s. And that does piss her off. So again, when she got with Ben Affleck, and let's be honest, Ben Affleck, the most exotic and sexy and beautiful woman he's ever been with is Jennifer Lopez. Because all of Ben Affleck's wives and girlfriends, they were beautiful, but Jennifer Lopez was always the one that was very fiery, right? So when Ben Affleck saw Jennifer again and vice versa, Ben Affleck was giving her all of the attention that Jennifer Lopez was not getting in her previous relationship, because in her previous relationship, she was actually giving him all of that attention. Okay? And what's crazy is her ex-fiance would argue that and say that's not true, but it's actually true. So Jennifer Lopez is getting all of the attention that she was not getting in her last relationship. So when you're dealing with a Leo that's not mature, they throw temper tantrum that they're not getting what they need. And I do feel that that is what her ex-fiance was doing to her. But my thing is, will this last? Will this last? And for their sake, I would like for it to last. Will this last? Because I'm hearing the song, We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. So we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Now, seeing that the Queen of Cups is here in the reading, that's actually not J-Lo's energy, and it's not even Ben Affleck's energy. This is the energy of suppressed emotions, not releasing, not expressing, not saying what triggers you and what bothers you. So Ben Affleck and Jennifer have a lot of healing to do. They have a lot of honest talks that they have to have with themselves. And I just feel like because they're in love like teenagers right now, and I'm happy that they're experiencing that, life is going to hit them very soon to where now they're going to have to start having these adult tough conversations, because right now they're just having a lot of fun together and they're enjoying each other's company. But these tough conversations of where do you see yourself, what would you like, what have you been missing, this, that, the third, they have to have those conversations, because I have a feeling based on these cards their needs and wants could actually be a little bit different. So they really need to have these conversations sooner than later. And I do feel like it's going to be coming up around the winter where it's going to get more serious. Okay. Another thing that I'm also seeing is that her ex-fiance did wanted to fix things with Jennifer Lopez. So there is actually some arguing going on. Or this could be him trying to grab her attention and she's ignoring him completely. She's completely moved on, and Jennifer Lopez doesn't care because she's having a great time with Ben. So it's kind of like her ex-fiance didn't think that Jennifer would move on that quickly. I do feel like they have argued about it, but Jennifer Lopez is sticking to her guns. Her energy is, you're not going to make me look stupid. No, you're not. That's one thing about Jennifer Lopez. She will move the fuck on. But this is the first time that Jennifer Lopez has actually gone back. Actually, I don't want to say it's the first time, but I would say publicly and loudly she went back to an ex from the back days. Okay, Ben Affleck, I keep seeing drinks around him. He needs to slow down with drinking. He needs to handle his drinking. That's what I'm hearing from Ben Affleck. Okay. He just needs to handle his drinking. He needs to drink more water. He needs to sleep and rest more. Something that would be good for Ben Affleck, he needs to start going hiking. Hiking would be very good for him. It would do him very well to go hiking. It would do him very well to be in nature for Ben Affleck. He needs to do those type of things. Going camping would be good for him too. But will the relationship last? No. And I feel like it's because the fact that the song I heard was "We Found Love in a Hopeless Place." Eventually they won't be in a hopeless place anymore. Eventually they'll be able to stand on their own, and whatever that they need each other for, it may not be present. They may actually be two different people, but they just love the connection that's happening now because they're offering comfort because comfort wasn't present. Now, I want them to work out. I want them to push through. But as long as they are able to talk about their feelings and they slow down, they can turn this energy around. This doesn't have to be written in stone because readings are not set in stone. If you stay in a certain vibration, if you stay in a certain cycle, it will come to pass. But if you take initiative to change it around, then it will change. But for right now, if they stay on this path, I don't feel that it's going to last. But they can turn it around. So it's not the end. It's not doomsday. It's just, it is what it is. If they can acknowledge the energy around them and work towards it, they'll be okay. But if they don't and they stay in this energy, they will go their separate ways. And Jennifer Lopez will be on to the next. And I don't want that for her, and I don't want that for him. I do want them to work it out. I do. So hopefully they change the energy around them and they focus more on healing together rather than having a lot of fun together, because they're older and certain needs and wants are more important than what it used to be. It just feels like they got together because of the nostalgia, you know? And I understand that. I'm not judging them at all. I understand completely. I get it. And Ben Affleck, he has to help himself. Because Jennifer Lopez was brought in his life to bring sunshine and happiness, but he has to also want to help himself. I have a quote that I tweeted. A lot of people didn't agree with it, but then a lot more people agreed. I said, your coochie. I literally said this. I said, your coochie cannot heal a man's childhood trauma and things of that sort. In a sense, it's true. Yes, love can heal a man, but it has to be his initiative to want to change in a sense of getting better and improving on himself. But having sex with a man and being the best woman on the planet is not going to heal him if he's not taking the initiative steps to heal himself. And that is the vibe of this reading. J-Lo, and she knows this, you can't heal him because of how good your cooch is and how beautiful you are and you're Jennifer Lopez. It's got to be more than that. And it's not going to be from you. It's going to have to be from him. The love of another person can only take you so far. The love of a person can bring you to the water, but I can't force you to drink it. When I first said that quote, people were like, oh, that's not true. Because when he met me, he changed his life. Yeah, because he fucking wanted to. Because he wanted to change his life. He wanted to change his life. You brought him there. Thank God. Thank goodness. But your sex didn't change his life for the better. The love you had for him did. And the love that he chose to have for himself brought him to where he changed for the better. But no, I'm sorry. If good cooch could change every man on the planet, then I mean, shit. But that's not the case. It comes from him. A good woman and the love that a woman can have for a man, it can only bring him to the water. He has to choose if he wants to drink it. That's the reality. And even if a woman forces him to drink, he didn't initially want it to drink it. He did it because he loves you, or he did it because he wants to stay with you. But if that wasn't something he wanted to do deep within himself, I promise you, he's not going to drink the water for long, even if it's good for him. He has to want to drink it himself. He has to want to nourish himself. But you know, I said that, people were mad at me, honey. So you know what? On that note, I love you guys, and I hope that they are able to work it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this reading. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you do, I deeply appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and just riding on this crazy wave we call life together. Thank you. And yeah, I'll be back with another reading. Please be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye, guys.